So I'm gonna make this a quick one. My father hits me with one of those texts this morning, and it's never anything good. He says, "Call me when you get time." Now he'll never call me because he assumes I'm always busy, but he'll send the same text, "Call me when you get time." So I already know this is not going to be a good phone call. And over the years, he's going on 80. He turns 80 here in about 2 weeks, and I realize that as you get older, you kind of regress back to a child. It's almost like some of the simplest things in life you can't do anymore. You need someone to do it. You're physically able to do it, but somewhere you just lose it. So it's like, all right, here we go. I'm thinking, who knows what it is? What does he say? First off, he says, I had an accident last night. And I'm thinking, like, car accident, like, well, what? He's like, well, I was getting the glass out of the cupboard and it slipped out of my hand and that it hit the countertop and he tried to grab it just as it broke. And I know what he did. He's just old and he probably tried to catch it midair like he's Neo in the Matrix, right? Except he's 80 and slow as hell. So he grabbed it too late. He literally grabbed it right when it hit and kind of bounced up and broke. So he grabbed a big shard of glass and ends up putting like a huge laceration between his two fingers, I guess. I just literally got this call a little while ago. He goes on and how it's bleeding so much and the blood was squirting out. And I can only laugh because this whole situation's ridiculous. And he's, talking about how, whatever. Doesn't call me last night while all this is going on. I literally moved him within 10 minutes of my home and put him up in a spot because I know he's getting older. I'm trying to make my life easier and trying to give him a good life. But he goes on and on about the blood, and he couldn't get it stopped from bleeding, and he had to tape his two fingers together. So anytime he opened his fingers up, it would rip open, and the blood would start squirting out. To use his words, squirting. And I'm like, all right, wonderful. You probably need to go get stitches. Maybe, but I'm gonna wait a couple days. I'm like, I'm not a doctor. I don't know anything. But my guess is that there's blood squirting out, to use your own words, that it's a blood vessel or a vein. Like there's something that's causing it to leak out at a rapid pace. So you probably should go get that checked out. He's like, well, it's not bleeding anymore. I'm like, because your fingers are taped together. But as soon as you open your fingers up again, you're going to be screwed. He's like, well, I'm out of supplies. I need. So he wants me to go drop off, or I can you can use like DoorDash, and you can get like Walgreens stuff. I can get Walgreens, Kroger, and Meyer delivered to his house. Rattles off all his stuff like he is a medical person in the army. To like, I need cotton balls. I need triple spray antibiotic something gel. I need tape. I need band-aids. He rattles off because he used up all of his supplies last night, and I'm like, if you used up all that stuff last night, then it's probably pretty bad. So I know he's worried about COVID. He just want to go to the doctor's office and get stitches and then get COVID. But on the flip side, even before COVID, he never wants to go to the doctor for anything. And this is a man with health insurance. Whole other story. But what it comes down to is this is what you have to deal with as your parents get older, assuming that you're going to take care of your parents. Like this is a man that if the the car I bought him, you can start it off your phone. Like if his password expires, he'll blow my phone up 3 or 4 times to come fix his remote car start, or if his garage door opener app doesn't work, you know all the world's coming to an end, or if his XM radio subscription's not playing his Willie's Roadhouse, I'll get 3 phone calls and a text. But you slice your hand open and you're bleeding all over the place like a Quentin Tarantino film, no call. I I don't understand. So this is what you're in for as your parents get older. And this is 80. I hope he makes it to 90, 95. I'm assuming the next decade is gonna get better from here, right? Um it's almost like they go back to being children, where some of the simplest things or like easy decisions are just is no longer easy, and what they're focused on and what they're worried about is just completely different. But I just thought I'd share that story because I'm sitting here like laughing to myself that every month there seems to be something like this where it just seems like really simple things that make sense. Like, hey, I got a huge gash and I'm bleeding all over the place, like the end of the Departed. Maybe maybe I should go hit the urgent care really quick and get a couple stitches. Nope, doesn't call me till the next day and then request, enough supplies for the battlefield. So, anyways, good luck taking care of your parents. You're gonna need it.